Address for the or county of residence for the record, I'm sorry.
Hi, I'm Lisa Carroll, and I'm a resident of Knox County. And we've had a lot of speakers tonight who have addressed the particulars of this resolution and why it's a bad idea. And I approach it in a different way, perhaps. As an old student of biology, I know about the richness and the diversity and the complexity of the world that we live in, and it's extremely impressive and it's important. And when we pretend through a resolution that tries to deny a part of that diversity, when we pretend that humans are all alike, that we all think alike, we worship alike, and we love alike, we flatten out that immense and varied world and drain the color and the richness from it. And part of that richness is the great variation in human behavior and in the behavior of the whole animal and plant world, by the way. The uniqueness of each individual person means that we can be different from one another in many ways, including our sexuality, and we know that difference exists. About 7% of the U.S. population in current surveys identifies as LGBTQ. So do the math. That's about 35,000 adults in Knox County. Do any of you actually believe that in a world where that many adults do not conform to traditional gender roles, children don't already know or know about people who are non-conforming? And among them are children who since a very young age have known that they are different from most of their peers, and they too need our protection from hatred and cruelty. So I'm an old lady. I was around before most of you were even born. So I grew up in the 50s, and even in the 1950s, my friends and I, in our small, close-knit, Southern, mostly white, and mostly Protestant community, knew that some people were different in this way, though it was often the topic of ugly jokes and cruel threats. Several of my classmates hid the fact that they were gay in terror of those threats and jokes. At least 2 committed suicide as young adults. One of them was a boy I'd gone to junior prom with. The suffering before closet doors opened was awful for everyone. I cannot imagine you want to promulgate any resolution that facilitates the return to the cruelty of that world any more than I think you would want to return to Jim Crow laws. And yet a resolution with the intended effect of denying the real and diverse world in which we live may revive that cruelty, as well as lead to book bans, the departure of teachers and librarians, and the infringement of First Amendment rights. These are outcomes contrary to the spirit of our country and our county. Of course, children need to be protected from accidents, from actual predators, and from bad parents who are sometimes the actual predators. But children do not need to be protected from information or from learning about the variety and diversity that exists in every dimension of this world we live in. Please say no to Resolution R2411903, which appears to specifically target part of that diversity, our LGBTQ community, its activities, and information about it. Thank you very much.
Thank you.